Hello and welcome. This is a quick guide on resources that you can use with your students for Glencoe Math. So looking at the online resources that you can use while your students are working from home, you're going to see first you can go to the website. It's my.mheducation.com. Once there, your students will type in the username and password provided to them by their teacher. So here it's my.mheducation.com. The username and password would both be provided by their teacher. When you log in, you're going to see whatever McGraw-Hill products your students may have. Then I'm going to launch because we're looking at Glencoe Math. I'm going to go into my course 2. Now when the students log in, they're going to see their landing page, their Student Center. If I look at the bottom right, I'm going to see any assignments that my teacher has given. So if my teacher is also using this and pushing out assignments, they will appear here under homework. And then if I go to more, I can see any assignments that I've given. Now for navigation purposes, in the upper left, I have that 3-bar hamburger menu. If I go back to home, that's going to get me back to my Student Center. If I want to look in my actual textbook, if I don't happen to have it with me, I can look at these 2 blue tabs. I can choose the chapter and the lesson that we've been working in, go directly across to the green ebook button, and then I'm actually able to open my digital textbook from wherever I happen to be. Then as far as navigation purposes, I have my arrows at the far right and left so that I can turn my pages as if I had my book in front of me. And then at the bottom, if I prefer one page, I can just look at one page. I have tools in the upper right so that I can zoom in if it's a little too small. And then I have speaker icons on my book page itself so that I can have my book read to me. So this is all for my actual student textbook. If you're looking for additional resources for support, you'll notice my Student Center is still open in another tab. I can go back to that tab. If I go up to that 3-bar hamburger menu and down to resources, I can now see all the resources that I have for that lesson. And I can change the lessons by changing those drop-down menus. On the left-hand side, it's all the different categories of resources that I have. So if I'm looking for worksheets, if my teacher hasn't specifically assigned worksheets, I can see a series of worksheets on my right-hand side. The difference is you're going to see that they're labeled DOCX. Those are editable worksheets that you can complete in Word. Or PDFs, if you do have access to a printer, those can be printed. If you're looking for other ways to support your students, the personal tutors are a series of tutorial videos where we've worked with real-life teachers who have gone in, recorded the audio as well as the board work for parallel examples. These are examples in addition to the examples that appear in the student book itself. So you do have a series of resources that you can use to support your students while they may be working from home. If you did have them open their textbook and looking through the pages themselves, you're going to notice a series of icons at the bottom right. Those icons take them back to the same resources where we just looked. So if I'm looking at my student page right now, looking at a particular example and say, you know what, I wish I had one more example that looked like that, I need a little bit more reinforcement, you'll see that it tells me about the tutor. So if I look on that bottom right, I can find that matching tutor icon, click on it, and it takes me back into those resources. So while your students are at home, you have a series of resources to support them in their continued learning. Thank you very much and have a great day.